in case you're new here, you're welcome. You already know. Oh no, you don't if you are new. So this is Let Us Talk with CMJ. To all my returning viewers and subscribers, thank you guys for staying tuned. Thank you for always coming back. Thank you for supporting me. And if you're new here, you're welcome to Let Us Talk with CMJ. On this channel, we talk about faith, family, lifestyle, relationship, motherhood, and lots more. And this is my first official live video, and obviously expect more of this. I'm so glad to finally be doing this. And of course, I'm not doing this alone, as you can tell from the title and also the thumbnail. Yes, I'm not doing this alone. I'm doing this with an amazing, super beautiful mother. Yes, and she'll be joining us now to talk to us about the perks of single parenting. And so I'm bringing her on now. Let me bring her on now. So, my mother will be joining us on this wonderful, amazing topic. Just stay tuned. I hope it blesses you. I know it's going to bless you. Please don't forget to share this video. And as you're watching, please, I want you to drop comments. Just comment. Drop your thoughts. Like, don't keep it all in your mind. Okay, so my mother is here. My mother is here. I'm so happy to have you on my channel. Hello, mommy. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
You're so beautiful. I'm
And
fine
you too.
too.
And you too.
Thank you for joining. I know that you have a very busy schedule.
Very
I know
busy.
that you're going to work soon tonight over
Mhm.
there. And so thank you so much for doing this with me. It means a lot to me. I'm so grateful. So
You're
before we
welcome.
go into the topic, I want you to introduce yourself. Tell us your name and tell us what you do. And then we move from there.
My name is
Hey God, why are you laughing?
just laughing.
Okay,
Hello, everyone. My name is Esther Folashade Dosumu.
okay.
I am a caterer and a nurse.
Why did the caterer come first? It's obvious that you love that profession so much than the nursing job that you are doing.
Yes,
Like it's
yes.
so obvious. I
That's
know.
my passion. That's my passion
Yeah,
job. Yes.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
yes. And
Mm-hmm.
so the nursing thing is just to make money. Really, it's not your heart. Yeah,
Yeah, I
I
have
get it.
passion
And
for it though.
that's
I have passion for the
oh
nursing.
okay,
Something happened that
okay.
makes me to have passion for it. I never thought
Oh
I would
okay,
find myself there, but when I find
oh okay,
myself there, I love it. But
okay.
the
But it's
cooking is the
catering first.
priority. Yes.
Yes, yes,
The
yes.
cooking
So
first. The
thank
kitchen
you so much
first. You're
for joining me on this show.
welcome.
So like I was telling my viewers, I said that from the title of of the um of the episode of Let Us Talk today, we're talking about perks of being a single parent. In other words, the struggles of being a single parent, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I would I the reason I'm making you to do this topic with me is because apart from the knowledge that you would have based on your age and you've seen a lot in the world,
Mm-hmm.
because you also have an experience of it. You are a single mom yourself. You
Yeah.
single-handedly raised this beauty here, and so because of that, I know that it would hit differently when it's coming from somebody who has gone through the experience, and so that's
Mm-hmm.
why I decided that there is no better person to do this with than my own mother. So we're just going
Yes.
to jump straight into the topic, and so the first thing I'd like to ask is, what are the factors responsible for someone becoming a single parent? What are those things that can make somebody to end up being a single parent? So let's pick it from there.
Things that can make someone to become a single parent, um, divorce in a marriage,
Okay.
separation in a marriage,
Okay.
death in a marriage between
Okay.
either of the
Yeah.
spouse.
Yeah.
Mhm. Then the fourth one is having a child out of wedlock.
Okay. Having a child. Oh, beautiful. So having a child out of wedlock.
Mm-hmm.
separation, divorce, and death
Dates.
of a spouse
Yeah.
can make somebody end up being a single parent.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay, so is there
Mm-hmm.
any of these factors that we can point fingers at to the single parent and say it is your fault? You are in this situation, like it is your fault. Is you are the evil person, you are the one that caused this upon yourself. Well done. Like, is there any of these factors that we can judge to say that
You are
it
the
was your
one that
fault? Oh.
caused it.
Yeah, from
Yeah.
a very
Uh-huh.
negative angle.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Having a child out of wedlock.
Okay, having a
Yeah.
child out of
So
wedlock.
let's say you are responsible for that. You are the cost of that. You are the one that made that to happen. And so likewise the either divorce or separation. Yes,
Separation.
you can be the cause too. Either of the spouse can be the cause. And I can say
Absolutely.
again that not only, especially when you are couple, sometimes not only the couples that cause it, it's from the third party. It's,
Okay.
let's say, maybe
Okay.
like 20% from the
We'll
couple
get there.
and
I know where you are getting at, but we'll get there. So
okay,
let's
okay.
let's proceed. So now you're a single parent yourself. You're a single mother.
Yeah.
So which of these factors that we earlier listed just now, death,
Mm-hmm.
separation, divorce, or out of wedlock,
At
which of
uh-huh.
these four factors would you say you belong to? Like, what's the cause for you being a single mom?
Separation.
Separation. Okay,
Separation.
so did you intend to, so I want you to go into a little bit of the story for us. So like I said, I am choosing you because I know that you have an experience
Mm-hmm.
beyond just the head knowledge, and so I would like you to talk to us from the place of experience so that a lot of people can learn a lot of things. So I want you to briefly talk to us about how you ended up being a single mom, and also before you even go into talking about, to answer the question that um when you decided to get separated from your husband,
Mm-hmm.
was did you intend that the separation was going to be a long thing, or you thought that, sometimes a lot of people separate not with the intention that they don't want to be married again,
Mm-hmm.
but because the separation happened and some things happened and they just realized that, this is the new reality, I'm out of marriage for good. So was that
Mm-hmm.
your case when you were separating? Was it in your mind that you are not doing this marriage again? So answer that first, and then you go into sharing how you became
Oh,
a
okay.
single mom through separation.
So when the separation happened, uh, the separation does not come from me. It comes from the
Oh
third
wow.
party. Yeah, it doesn't come from me.
Okay.
So for the fact that it doesn't come from me, it doesn't come from him. The separation doesn't come from him. It doesn't come from
How is
me.
that, how is it possible that separation didn't come from either of the
We
two?
are we have a third party. Like I said the other time, I was about to say the other time, when there is from us. And like 80% of it is from the third party, from outsiders, friends,
Hmm.
family, you know. So it wasn't the separation does not come from me. So likewise, it doesn't come from your dad. It doesn't come.
So
It comes
being a
from the
single
third
mom.
party. Yeah.
Okay. What do you mean
So
by third party?
okay, third party is family, which is the mother.
Hmm. The mother
So
of your husband, of your ex-husband.
yes,
Okay.
yes, yeah. So the separation come from me. The decision of that separation come from me. So when it happened, as you asked, I thought it's going to be for a while. You know, I thought it's going to be for a while. So I'm still not hanging there. He's gonna come back. Things will be back later. I mean, get back, get better. Until after a year, 2 years, 3 years, and it's like, okay, I don't think this is gonna work.
Hmm. Wow. So
Yeah.
not to go so deep into what happened, because that's not really the focus of this video. But
Right, right.
speaking about third party and the fact that his mother was the cause, can you just tell us briefly what you mean by that? And maybe somebody watching right now who is, wanting to get married can learn one or
Mm-hmm.
two things from that experience when it comes to the extended family of your spouse you're about to get married to, in-laws or whatever. So
Right, right,
how was
right.
that impact? How did that impact affect your marriage?
You see, let me explain something. When you are planning to get married and there is a good understanding between you and your spouse to be, two of you understand each other. You've tried all your best to know, even while you are still courting, you try your best to know things that your spouse does not like, things that he or she likes, things that he likes to do, things that he doesn't like to do. You try to you observe his spiritual life, you know. So as you are doing that, try to observe the family too.
Hmm.
Two of you are having the same, you've known him, you know you guys know each other. Two of you know each other. So you need to know the family too. Even though
Hmm.
you might not know deep, right? Because you are not yet married to the family. But you need to know if your husband have to be a temper, somebody that gets angry easily, the husband to be rather. If it happens to be someone that gets angry easily, try to know where is that coming from. Is it from the family? Does he get that from the family or just on his own? Try to know that. If the wife to be is a very, I mean, somebody that believe very, that the spiritual life is very that is very standard, try to observe the family. Is it like that also in that family? If they love the Lord with all their hearts, as your spouse to be does, you need to observe all that. So observing it doesn't mean that I'm not saying that you should now, because of that, not get married to your spouse to be. No, for you to just know the exactly the kind of prayer points you are going to put in God's presence, you know. So
Yeah,
that
yeah.
is very, very, very important. So did I any what's the next question? Did I answer that question right?
Yeah, you did.
What's the next question?
So basically, you're saying that everyone that is planning to get married should ensure that they know the kind of family they are getting married into, or that they are
Married to.
taking a woman from. Because
Yes.
even if the husband and wife have a very smooth relationship,
Mm-hmm.
if the family is bad, it can
That's
affect
problem.
marriage.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I think we take that.
And sorry, let me say something. And if two of them now observe that, while they are still courting, it's better they call each other and talked about it. I hope this thing I'm observing will not affect our home. Or I hope this will not affect our home. There should be a good time of communication even before marriage, getting married to each other. There should be a communication about each other's family, things that are going on in that family that you don't even want to bring it to your
into
own
your own marriage.
marriage. Yeah.
Hmm. Okay, so
Mhm.
I don't know if I should ask this question or we should just move. Should we move to the next question, or I should ask you another question about?
Mhm. Go ahead if like not
Okay,
everything we can say out in the air, but if I'm able
of
to
course
answer,
I know. So
I will. Mhm.
yes, I know.
Yeah.
Me, I know everything now. So
Yeah.
I'm
Right,
so
right.
for you to know that it's not from a place of me wanting to. I already know everything,
Yeah.
but I just really want us to drive home a point.
Mm-hmm.
So you said the separation did not come from you, and it did not come from um your ex-husband.
Yes.
but it came from the third party. So the
Yes.
third party you are referring to is the family, right?
Yes. The
You know,
mom.
third party can be friend, it can be
Exactly.
church
That's what I
members.
said.
But
Uh-huh.
because we talked about the family, ensuring that you know the family you are trying to get married into, and also that's why I'm asking for clarification for the sake of people listening. That
Right.
the third party you mean that caused the separation or that instilled that separation is the family.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Family.
Okay, that's fine.
Yes.
So let's move on to the next question. So when the separation happened and then you realize that 1 year turned to 2 years and all of that, were you at any point scared of raising me alone? Like, were you afraid that, oh, if it were to be a father that is single
Mm-hmm.
parenting, the way society will see it, normal, even if you had a wife, maybe you will work and all of that. But when it's a woman, the narrative seems to be different. So, were you scared at any point that, hey, only me will raise this child? So, did you have any fear?
There was no scared in me. I wasn't at all. And I could remember when it happens, you are with me. So after a couple of weeks, I started getting sick. I can't even figure out what was wrong with me in my body system. I couldn't figure it out. And but everybody around me knew some, are you sick? What's going on? So I was even thinking that time that maybe I'm pregnant again. Okay, maybe this will, solve the problem, the issue on ground. So I went to check myself. It wasn't like that. And one of my neighbor now, I mean, give me that advice that go and give this child because you are a very smart girl from your very
Oh,
smart and smart, and I don't know how to say it, but you are very smart and agile. You walk around, you are a busy person. Let me say that. So I was giving that advice to take you to uh your mother-in-law. I say mother-in-law, your grandmom, that's your dad's mom. So I was advised
okay.
because they live closer to us. So, and I took to that advice because I was so sick. I couldn't figure out what was happening. So I did that, and I traveled. I left Lagos to Ibadan. Yeah, for 2 weeks just to get some
Yeah,
rest,
yeah,
because
yeah.
there's no symptoms of this is exactly what is happening to me. So I did that. And after I came back from the trip, I wanted to go and pick you up. And it's about the time for a student to go back to school. And she said, why can't you leave her here? She will be going to school from here because your dad have a school there. So I took to that advice. I said, okay, I will be coming here to look at you. But some things started happening. Some things I don't want to say in the hair started happening, and I'm not pleased with it. I'm not happy about it. Anytime I I go there to look at you,
See
to
me.
come and look at you, to check on you. So I wasn't happy with some things that are happening. So I made up my mind that I'm going to take you away from there. So I told her, but she refused. And I knew that's the only thing I can do, because there are some things that I'm seeing, spiritually, physically, spiritually. So I made up my mind that I'm going to take you away from there. So to cut the story short, when I want to take this step, I prayed and prayed and fast. And I kept telling God, I used to say it in Yoruba that Oluwa ma je n jẹ̀bi. God, I don't want to regret this step I'm about to take. I'm going to take, they don't want me to take you away from them, but I'm going to take you because of what was happening, what I'm seeing. So I started praying, and I took that bold step, because I've already made up my mind that I'm going to take you. So I wasn't scared of raising you alone. I, so There was no fear in me. There was no, I was
No
so
fear of
confident.
how you were going to raise me all by yourself and
No,
everything.
I don't even think of that. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That's
So
beautiful.
so there was no fear in me in taking that step of taking care of you alone.
Okay.
Wasn't scared.
Okay. So my next question now is I know that every single parent goes through stigma. Single parenting is has been stigmatized.
Mm-hmm.
So anybody that is raising a child alone, there's a way people define them in the society. Look at
Mm-hmm.
her. She has children, she does not have husband. She has a child, no husband. Look at him. He has a child, does not have a woman in his life. So all those things actually they cause stigma to people that are, single parenting.
Parents.
So my question now is I want to believe that you've gone through that phase of being
Yes,
looked in a certain way. So and
exactly.
you've lived in Nigeria for a very long time
Mm-hmm.
and you are currently living outside Nigeria too, and you've also lived outside Nigeria for a
Mm-hmm.
very, very long time. So
Mm-hmm.
I want you to talk to us about the difference in the way society, African experience. Did you hear me?
Yeah, you just came back now. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
But you
but
heard
I
me.
hear,
Okay, so go
I
ahead.
understand what you said.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So, stigmatization is very bad. It's very bad, and it's a very, very bad experience. Very bad experience in our society.
Hmm.
The way they look at single parents, especially the women, the way
Hmm.
they look down on them. They see them as unsuccessful human
Women.
being.
Hmm.
Yes, they see them as unsuccessful. There is nothing they will do. Okay, is let me give an example illustration of a family that out of seven of a family of seven, out of family of seven is only
Okay.
one. Oh, okay, let me say in a family of seven, right? There is the elder one does not have money, where the rest are rich, they have money. And because that the elder one did not have money, there's nothing he or she will say in the family that they will listen to it. Why? Because he doesn't have money. So you can
Hmm.
imagine how he or she will be feeling. So exactly that is what is happening to that is the experience the parents single parent experience out there in the society. They look down on them, they see them as a failure, they see them as it's very bad, and it's
Hmm.
affecting. If you don't get your way round about it, is gonna mess up your life. If you don't get yourself your way
Hmm.
out of it, it's gonna mess up your life. And that is why we see so many some single parents that are having problem of depression, you know. I mean, a lot of things happening to them. And that is why they always say that
Wow.
a single parent, especially the woman, um, cannot raise a child. What make him not to be able to raise a child is because of the way the society are looking at them. Is the way they are looking at them. So you said, is there any difference between it in Nigeria and Western world? There's no really difference. No, not any difference. It's the same everywhere. They look down on them. It is you that you are going to carry yourself, to take yourself away from it. Yeah, because they will look down on you. They will not even, they will not recognize you in the society. Even if there's something you know how to do very well. For the fact that you are a single mother who's taking care of a child, You see, why is it not because they see them as their behavior, their character that make them not to be in a husband's house. That is what they see in them. They believe is their behavior, their character that is, I mean, make them. Hello? Okay. Yeah, your network just came back. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Can you hear me? Okay. So it's
Yes,
everywhere.
yes,
To
yeah.
cut the story short, there is no different. Little little bit different. Not there is the same. It's the same. They look at us everywhere.
Okay, so same
It's
everywhere.
the same.
It's the same
Yeah.
everywhere. Okay, so I have another question here. So I don't know. It's like you've kind of answered it in what you just said, but maybe there's something else you want to add.
Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Is it does it come with some financially? Does it come with some struggles? Emotionally, psychologically. In any areas. How What are the struggles?
Yeah.
I think one of it, as you have mentioned, would be how one is judged in the society, and that can mess up one's psychological state.
Yes.
So and then to merge it together with how did you deal with it? Because obviously you went through all of this. So how were you able to come out of it? How were you able to make the society see you beyond just being a single mom? How did you earn respect? How were you able to just, do meaningful things for yourself? I mean, you do a lot for yourself. So,
Yeah.
how were you able to deal with beyond what people see you as, or beyond
Mm-hmm.
what people say that you hear
Yeah.
outside?
Yeah.
How were you able to deal with it?
Okay, let me answer that question because I think you asked about two or three questions, but let me answer this one. So
Okay.
how I take myself out of it. Firstly, you need to love
Yeah.
yourself. You need to develop a love for yourself. You need to forgive yourself because sometimes we look at ourselves and feel sorry that why are we in this situation? Why are we, we look at ourselves like that. So you need to love yourself. You need to forgive yourself. You need to try and forget the past. You need to forget the past. And after then, try not to stay idle. Try not to stay idle. Don't be lazy. Once you are lazy, then everything that affects single parents will just they will just start pitching in. They will just start coming in. So don't be a lazy. Try to be a very hard working woman.
Hmm.
If you have opportunity to go to school, go to school. If you have opportunity to read more, either you are a
Yeah.
graduate before, if you have the opportunity to go more, go. Don't sit down. And if you don't have that opportunity of education, learn a skill,
A trade.
get a skill,
Like
a
a
trade,
skill.
a
A
skill.
skill.
There are lots. And I can give example. I remember when um there was a time I was, having this financial issue and I have to pay your school fees. And I
At
started
what
doing I
at what at what level?
about
Like
about three
when
times that happened to me. That happened to me about three times. The first time that it happened, I started the cooking when the job is not, the nursing job is not functioning very well. Then I just devote myself in the cooking. I started cooking for party, cooking. So you are in secondary school. I think you are in SS2, going SS3, if I can remember. SS2 going SS3. You are then.
oh,
So those money was just coming in from the cooking that I spend on your school fees, and your upkeep. And the second time it happens, I can't remember. I think yeah, yeah. The second time that it happens, you are in university then. And as you know, you went to the private university, right? So
Yeah, I went to a private
yeah,
university.
I I I determined that, and I'm so happy I was able to do that. So to the
Oh,
glory of God, all to the glory of God, all to the glory of God. Yeah. So um the first thing I did was I started making peanuts, granuts. I started making the peanuts. I
so
started making it, and I took it to I will make I did it in the oven. You know, I wish to do it in the sound as we do at home, but there is no room for that for me to do that. So I was making it in the oven, and I took it to some African stores. So I started doing that. Friends around me, they started buying it. I could remember I was able to pay from your school fees there. And then
a
the other
private
one,
school, university school
private
fee
school, university,
is a
yes,
lot of money, and you were able
a
to do
lot,
that from,
yes. And
peanuts.
then the
Wow.
other one I did was I started my crocheting.
Yeah.
I started my crocheting. Oh my God, I made a lot from it. I made a lot from it then. And that was the one that helped me with your final and your graduations, everything. So why am I saying this? All to the glory of God. But the reason why I'm saying this is you how you can handle it, how you can handle stigma, how you be stigma,
Yes.
be looked down on you in the
Yeah.
society. How you can take yourself out of all this is make sure you are hardworking. Make sure you are hardworking. Another thing I will say is try to have people around you. Try to make sure you have people around you. Not having people around you for money, not having people around you for food, for shelter, which is good.
But for
But
companionship.
for companion, because you are alone with the children. Unlike me, I'm alone here. The children is not here. You are not here. So try to have people, positive people around you. Try to run away from any negativities around you. Anything that want to bring negative thoughts, negative behavior, negative attitude around you, run from it. Try to take yourself away from it. Have positive people around you. Speak out. If you need to speak out, if you discover that you are having it is too heavy on you, speak out. Speak out to some loved ones that you have around you. Not that they will find solution sometimes, but being speaking out will relieve you. So did I answer your
Yeah.
question?
Yes, you have answered my question. Okay, so my final question would be your final word to every single parent out there. What would you love to say to every single parent out there, whether a man, a woman, or a girl?
Mm-hmm.
Or a
Yes.
girl, because of those
In as much
who
you have a
probably got.
child, in as much
Yes.
you have children, firstly, I want to kudos to you. I want to give kudos to all single parents out there. You are doing a lot. You are doing the two people's responsibility is on you alone. You think alone, you provide alone, you do everything alone for the children and at the same time for yourself. I give kudos to you. And I just want to encourage you to continue. Don't get tired. Don't feel discouraged of how people look at you out there. All you just need to do is carry yourself. Carry yourself. Love yourself first. You can't love others. You can't love your children if you don't love yourself. So you need to love yourself, take good care of yourself, and that's my advice for you out there,
Okay.
single parents.
Yeah, so thank you so much. Ooh, I can't believe we've come to the end of this video. It was such an
Like I
amazing
always say, I'm
time with
sorry, I
you.
always say Happy
Okay.
Father's Day to myself. Whenever they're
Hmm.
doing Mother's Day, yes, happy
Father's
Mother's
Day.
Day. And when
Yeah.
the Father's Day is around, I always say happy Father's Day to me. So likewise,
Oh.
you can cultivate that too. All you single parents out there, if you are a father, say happy Mother's Day to you on the Mother's Day. Celebrate yourself. As your children are celebrating you, celebrate yourself, especially on Father's Day. I celebrate myself. So on Mother's Day, you men celebrate yourself too, because
Hmm.
you are doing the role of the father and of the mother at the same time. So you are hero, we are heroes, and I'm
Yes,
proud
you
of
guys are
myself.
heroes.
Let's be proud of ourselves. Don't allow anybody to look down on you. You
Mm-hmm.
did not put yourself there. Situation put you there. So if you don't come out of it, you're just gonna mess up your life.
Hmm.
So
That's right. So thank you
yeah,
so much, Mom. Okay, so
you're
I would just
welcome.
like to say that just as you've all heard it, no single parent, apart from maybe somebody who is promiscuous, maybe a lady, maybe
Mm-hmm.
a girl child, and your parents have been warning you stop being wayward and all of that,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then the person continues to be wayward, and then you now get pregnant before that one. You know you caused it. It was something you
Mm-hmm.
allowed for yourself.
Right, right.
But even at that, it has happened, it has happened. So you shouldn't be
Yeah.
forever stigmatized for it. But I'm even
Mm-hmm.
saying that
Right,
larger percent of the time, no single parent desires to be a single parent. No
right.
single parent desires to be a single parent. So in the society, I would like us, because I'm sure everybody watching this video, you are all part of the society we live in, whether in diaspora or here in Nigeria. So I
Mm-hmm.
would like us to really learn to give so much grace to these people. Let's learn to give so much grace to single parents. It is not their fault. They don't desire to be alone. They don't desire to be lonely. They don't desire not to have a partner to talk to sleep beside in the night. They don't desire not to have the kind of life that you have as a parent of
Mm-hmm.
another spouse. So let's give so much grace to them. People's stories are different, and we don't judge people's success by them being married or not. You don't judge the success of people. You don't judge the value of a life by
Right.
marriage. You don't. It is very wrong. And also, I like to just say finally that you are doing well. I'm talking to you. Oh. I'm taking this medium to
Me?
tell you, yes, I'm talking to you that you are doing
Thank
so
you.
well. You know, every time,
Thank you,
every
dear.
of your birthday, I get emotional. Every of your birthday, I
Oh,
get to tear down. Whether I'm
oh,
writing a caption for you, or maybe I'm doing a video like when you did
oh
your
my
certificate.
God.
I was,
Yeah.
I was tearing up. We did a video, myself and my husband, and I was tearing up, and that's how it really is, because I know that there were days that were not easy, but you never allowed it to affect me. You are always constantly providing for my needs. You're always constantly watching out for my welfare and well-being. You always wanted the
Mm,
best for me. Even times that things are probably not smooth with you, I don't know about it. I don't even know how I got to know
mm,
about that peanut thing, but I knew about it. I knew that there was a time when I was in university that work was probably not going well or something, and then you
yeah,
did
right,
peanuts,
right.
and that was what
Mm-hmm.
used to, send them pay my school fees at a time. And anybody that knew me then would not even know, because I didn't lack anything. You ensured that I had everything I had. And a lot of people that
Right.
didn't have their parents with them have walked up to me to say that they wish that they had my kind of mother. They had my kind of,
Mm,
parents. So I just want to use this medium to say that you did a good job on me, and you're still doing a good job on me, because you're still my mother, and I'm your baby girl for life.
amen.
I'm your baby girl for life. There's a reason I'm the only one you've born. So
Yes,
um
you are for life, my
yes,
baby girl.
thank you so much for taking care of
Yes.
me. Thank you for the love. Thank you for everything. My husband, this is a live session. Stop disturbing my video, please. Thank you very much. Okay,
Why
so
now? What happened?
so it's distracting me at the front. Okay, so guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give this video a
Mm,
thumbs up. I want you to drop your comment, drop your thoughts. If you're a single parent watching us right now, or you know a single parent somewhere, just drop your thoughts. And even if you're not a single parent, I mean, I'm sure that you've been able to learn one or two things from this video. Give grace to
mm-hmm.
every single parent around you. It doesn't matter the story, it doesn't matter how they got there, whether by out of out of wedlock, or how do they put it,
wedlock,
whether their spouse died,
separation
whether separation or divorce,
or
everybody
divorce.
is equal before God. That's the truth. Both the
Yes.
married, happily married, the sadly married, the divorcee, the separations,
Mm-hmm.
separation or whatever. That's a joke. So everybody is equal before God. We are all equal before
Right,
God, and
right.
you don't judge the value of a life by
That's right.
marriage. You don't. There's so much
Exactly.
more to marriage to life than just being married and being happy with somebody. So
Mm-hmm.
most importantly, are you fulfilling God's purpose for your life? Are you fulfilling God's plan for your life? Are you
For
are
your
you
life.
fulfilling the call of God for your life? And one thing that I know about my mother is that by the grace of God, she has been able to discover the call of God upon her life, and she does it on regular basis, even financially supporting the less privileged, in singing. She has album that she has released. She has singles that she has dropped. She recently sent me a voice note of a song that she's about to drop soon. So just discover purpose and live that purpose, as in live that purpose. I think that is what is most important. God,
Mm-hmm.
pleasing God and living for
Right,
God is
right,
much more
right.
important than being married and you're just happily married. So let's learn to give grace to one another, and let's spread love, please. Single parents are just single parents. They didn't kill anybody, and they should be respected in the society too. I know how
Right,
people actually treat single parents, not from even you, because I mean there is a distance. So I really can't. I don't even
right.
have a picture of anybody treating you anyhow because you're a single parent. But I've seen people around me, and I'm also on social media. I see how they
Mm-hmm.
give less regard to those who are single parents. They just feel like
It's so
you don't have
sad.
mouth. What do you want to say? We cannot listen to you. And
Mm-hmm.
that's very wrong. It's
Mm-hmm.
very bad. They are human beings first, and they deserve to be
Right.
loved as well and respected. So this brings me
Mm-hmm.
to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm sure you did. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit on your notification bell so that anytime I drop a video,
Please
you'll be one
like
of
and
the first person
subscribe, oh,
to know. So my
and
mommy, please
comments.
close this video with us by telling people to subscribe to my channel. All those things I used to say. So because I know you're a fan.
Yes, I'm your number one fan. Please, everyone, thank you for watching. I want you to subscribe to this channel and like and comment. Anytime you come across this channel, look at it. Have I subscribed? No. Please go and do. Why? So that whenever we upload, am I correct?
Yes,
Whenever you
yes,
upload, you
yes.
will be notified. Or how did they say it? You will be
Thank you.
notified.
Thank you so much.
Subscribe, like, and comment.
Comments. Yes, thank you so
And
much.
share too.
And share,
Please share,
yes,
share,
share.
share.
Thank you so much. So I know that you have to go to work, you have to prepare for work and all of that. Yes,
Yes.
my mom
Yeah.
is a very hardworking and industrious woman. Yeah. So till we meet again, same channel next time. Stay blessed and be happy. Bye.
Bye.